Hello and welcome to yoga today. Let's stretch out our arms and just start to shift side to side. Really bringing your fingertips as wide as you can. So you're starting to stretch your shoulders out of your sockets. Maybe emphasizing one arm as it comes high, stretching fingertips a little bit higher to the ceiling. And then the other side, stretching and holding. And then fingers, arms parallel to the floor, palms facing down. And see what your shoulders are doing here. See if they're scrunched up or see if you can kind of shimmy them down your back. So maybe your arms even lower a little bit and see if there's any little kinks you need to wiggle or shift out to make them a little bit more comfortable and even. I know Bob's doing circles over here and I've got some kind of thing with my hand I'm trying to move. So just adjust as you need to. And then you can start to bring your hands back to center, back to your heart space. Sitting up nice and tall, planting your feet to the ground, your sit bones to the chair. And if you wish to set an intention for class today, maybe there's a word or phrase that comes to mind. And breathing 3 times into your hands, into your hearts. And then taking your fingers, clasping them so your palms are facing down. We're going to move into the circle of joy. So you're going to press your palms forward, tuck your chin, round your back. And then lift your arms straight up to the ceiling. And then slowly relax your hands down to the sides. Bring your hands back to your heart. Clasp the hands, palms down. Press forward, round the back, tuck the chin, look to your belly button. Palms forward to stretch the back. And then lift your hands up to the ceiling. Stretching high, stretching out of your waist. And then release and sweep your hands down to your sides. One more time, hands to your heart. Clasp the hands. Open the palms, face them forward. Tuck the chin, press towards the camera. Stretch. And then inhale, lifting high. Pressing down into your seat, lifting high with your hands. And then we'll relax the hands down to the sides. So today we're going to do a little breath called alternate nostril breathing. So we're going to use our hands for this. And this is something that I learned from the Ashtanga yoga tradition out of India. And so we're gonna make a mudra with our hands. So you're gonna have your thumb out and your first finger bent and your second finger bent. And then the other 2 fingers will be sticking out. So I'll just come a little bit closer so you can see. So it looks like this, and it looks like this. And these 2 fingers that are sticking up, sometimes they're a little funky because of the way your muscles in your fingers are, so they might not be perfectly straight. But the idea is you're gonna bring one side to your nostrils. So I'm using my right hand. And you're gonna bring your thumb to your right nostril and your fingertips to the left nostril. So we'll just practice that a few times so you kind of get that gist. And this is a mudra, but I'm blanking on the name today. So we're gonna do this, and I'm going to walk you through the pattern of breathing in and out the left and right nostrils. And then we'll set a timer to do this for 2 or 3 minutes. So first I'll walk you through it. So close your right nostril and you're going to breathe in left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. And then release your hand back down to your lap. So that's the basic pattern. It looks like everybody was getting it. So you always, when we end, you always finish the whole cycle ending on exhale left. And then we come back to the normal breathing. So this breathing is really good because we use both sides of the brain to help to balance the brain right and left. It's also very calming. I know right now things are kind of outside, inside, everything's a little bit chaotic. So I've been actually going to do this breath when I just feel like I need a lot of grounding. So it gives me something I can feel with my hands, and I can tune into my breathing a little bit more deeply. So this is the breath of the week. If you want to try to do it throughout, find a time during the day, maybe it's part of your meditation in the morning. You're welcome to try that out. So we're going to go ahead and do it now for, let's say, for 3 minutes. And so you can feel what it is to do it. And breathing can be a little bit tricky for people. If you feel like you're gasping for air, then just take a break and stop the pattern. You can always take a few breaths on your own and then pick up your own pattern and do it again. Or you can just go back to normal breathing. I learned this about 8 years ago, I think, in a room of about 200 people in an Ashtanga yoga teacher training. And I had to fake it because my lung capacity and my nervous system was not capable of actually breathing one side at a time. So I've done a lot of yoga and meditation since then. So I've calmed my system a lot since that time. And so it's just a tool that we can all practice more. All right, so let's find our mudra again. And we'll set the timer for about 3 minutes. So I'll just walk you through maybe one cycle, and then you can go at your own pace. And the other thing I'll mention too, it's nice when you get to the top of the breath to pause. So that's kind of when you're shifting, opening, closing the nostrils, that you just kind of hold the breath for a second, and then you shift into the inhale or exhale. All right. So everybody ready? Close your right nostril, and we'll start. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. And I'll let you go at your own pace now. All right, and finishing your round, so your end on the exhale to the left. And then when you're finished, relax your hands back to your lap. Come back to your normal breathing. All right. Hope that went well for everybody. Let's press our hands into our thighs, lifting our shoulders up, feeling your strength in your arms, maybe lifting up your heels, pressing down into your thighs. Notice how your arms are feeling. And then relax the heels, relax the shoulders, and loosen them up. All right, 2 more presses. Press down into your thighs, lift the heels, press, straight arms. And then relax and shift out your shoulders. And one more time, press into your thighs, lift the heels, press. And slowly release, dancing out the shoulders again. Check out the hands. Maybe bring your shoulders forward and back, finding a little bit of circles here. And then let's hold the back of the chair. So let me turn a little bit so you can see. We're just gonna open the chest forward so we can look up to the ceiling. And the important thing here is I'm squeezing my 2 shoulder blades on the back to really squeeze them together. So I can just do this with my elbows if you prefer to do that, or you can hold the chair and find a little bit of a different stretch. And again, you can look forward, or if you want, if it's comfortable for your neck, to look a little bit more up to the ceiling. So we're really stretching those pec muscles on the front of the chest. All right, and relax, and we're gonna tuck forward and around. And then come back. You can either squeeze your shoulders, squeeze your shoulder blades with your elbows. Notice how you might be stretching some of your side ribs and such, or you can grab the chair and stretch for another breath or 2. And then relax your arms, round your back, tuck your chin, and come back to seated. From here, let's inhale the arms overhead, finding a twist over to one side, hand to the knee, hand to the back of the chair, twist and look to the wall. Inhale, arms overhead. We'll twist, looking over to the other side, hand to the knee, maybe hand to the back of the chair. Inhale, arms up. Let's do one more time each side. Lower hand to your knee, back of the chair. Twist. Maybe engaging your belly, sitting up a little bit taller, and leading with your heart as you twist to the side. Inhale, arms back up through center, raise high. And last time, twist over to the last side. And release, coming back through center. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your sides. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. All right, let's come up to standing. So if you want to just move your chair off to the side. And we'll bring the feet a little bit wider to start. And we're gonna do empty coat sleeves. So you're gonna lift up one heel or off the ground and then the other. And your arms are gonna be nice and loose. So let them dangle and let them just tap your hips as you swing side to side. So really emphasizing a little bit of twisting today. And then if you want, you can bring your arms up to your heart. We're gonna bring one hand to the heart and then open all the way out. So I like this one because I like to think it's clearing the heart field. You're almost opening and sharing your heart, and then you're coming back to yourself. All right, and then come back to pause, both hands on your heart. Pause and breathe there. Give it a little more space. And then sliding your hands down your belly, down to your hips, and we're gonna slide the hands all the way down the front, maybe down to your calves, and just hang in forward fold. So maybe your arms are swinging side to side. And then you're gonna bring your hands up the inside of your legs. We're gonna trace up the inside, come out of the hips, up under the armpits, and then reach your arms up high to the ceiling, and then lower hands down to your sides. Bending your knees, so your feet are still a little bit wider. And then you're gonna bend your knees and bring your hands down to the tops of your thighs. So here we're working on lengthening the spine from the tailbone out the top of the head. So maybe your chin is tucked a little bit, and I'm just looking at the floor just in front of me. So my back is nice and straight here, and my head is in line with my spine. So this helps to open up the shoulders as we're gonna twist from side to side, and it's gonna help move the cerebral spinal fluid along the spine as well. So let's bring the right shoulder to the center, bringing it over to the left knee. And you're gonna twist just gently over to looking to the left. And then come back to center. Extend, tailbone to top of the head. And then bring your left shoulder toward your right knee and look to the right. All right, back through center. One more time each side. So lengthen here. Feel little spaces in between your vertebrae. Pulling your shoulders back. And then right shoulder slowly lowers to the left knee. Look to the left. Back through center. Lengthen. And left shoulder comes to the right knee, look to the right. and back through center. And let's just lower the hands down to the floor, straighten your legs a little bit, and find this forward fold again. So this time shaking your head out, kind of like you're shaking it yes and no. And then we'll sweep the arms from side to side. And then we're going to sweep the arms side to side all the way up as we come up to standing. So making big sweeps left and right. And then bringing both arms up to the ceiling. So now we're in a star pose. So really feeling your body in this big X with your arms, your hands out wide, pressing into your feet. Maybe you're feeling your legs engage here. And then we're going to come into center. So we're going to bend our knees and lower the hands and lower the head. So we're going to get small, like a little seed right now. And then you're going to come back up to standing, spread your legs wide, and come into star. So we're going to go back and forth a couple times. So feel how big you are here with your arms spread out and your legs out. And then take a step forward with each foot, lower the arms, bend your knees, kind of like you're just making a little ball, maybe clasping your arms together, tucking your chin. And then taking a step out, side to side, opening up your arms, coming into a big star. Stretching out, nice and big. All right, last time, one foot comes in, the other foot comes in. Tuck your arms, hold them, bend your knees, come down into a small little shape, rounding your back, tucking your chin. And then come back to standing, straighten out, step out with your legs, out with your arms. And keep your shoulders down, kind of feeling the center of your heart here. And just feel how it expands outward, out through your feet and out through your hands. All right, and then we'll shimmy the hands. So we're just gonna shimmy them all the way around and then come back up to center, shimmy them up and around. And then this time bringing your fingers to your cheekbones, holding your cheeks, breathing 3 times in and out. Maybe adjusting your feet, standing a little bit taller, engaging your legs. Toes are pointing forwards. And then bring your hands to your upper chest, to your kidneys. You're going to breathe in and out 3 times here. And then both hands to the center. Not quite the heart, but it's the thymus that we're connecting to here. So breathe in and out 3 times. And then bringing your hands to the side ribs. This is spleen 21. Breathing in and out 3 times. Feeling your ribs expand and contract. And then relaxing your hands back down to your thighs. All right, moving into cross crawl. We're gonna tap one thigh with the same side hand. So we're gonna do this 12 times. And then we're gonna pause and stop, take a deep breath in and out. And now we're gonna do the crossovers. So you're gonna do opposite knee, opposite hand and tap, and opposite knee, lift and tap. So 12 times here. All right, after 12, we'll pause, take a deep breath in and out. And back to marching in place. So same side 12 times. All right, pause, take a deep breath in and out. And then this time we're gonna do crossovers, but we're gonna do them 24 times. So opposite knee, opposite hand. Last one, pause. Take a deep breath in and out. Excellent. All right, now we're gonna do the unscramble. So cross one leg over the other. Your feet have to go parallel. That's okay. Crossing one arm over the other and then turn and match your palms, clasp, and tuck them under. Yeah. And just finding your balance. If you need to rest against the wall or sit in the chair and do this, that's perfectly fine. Pausing and breathing here. All right, and let's move, let's untuck the arms and switch the arms first. So unclasp them, and this way you remember you can do the opposite cross. Match palms, clasp the hands and tuck under. And then we'll switch the feet. So putting the other foot in front. And if you can't do that, just concentrate on your arms, but however you're able to do this, it's a good little balance exercise. Grounding your feet, standing up a little bit taller. All right, and then let's Untuck the feet, bring the feet back under your hips. So we're going to untuck the arms, bringing all 10 fingertips together to touch. We're going to bring the thumbs up to the space between the eyebrows. So here you can anchor down through your legs. Maybe your knees are engaging. Bring your fingertips now to your forehead so they're matching in the middle. We're going to pull the fingertips across the forehead behind the ears. Come back, fingertips to the center of the forehead, pull across and down behind the ears. We're going to do this all the way down the head. So going down the center on the top of the head. Maybe if you like to dig in your fingernails, you can. If you like to just use a light touch, you can. So just gently massaging the head and opening, separating the right and left hemispheres. If you want, you can do that a second time. Giving a little bit extra attention behind the ears. Maybe draw little figure eights on your skin behind your ears. And then we're going to draw another figure eight at the base of the skull. So just down back here. You can draw that in the air or on the back of your head. All right, and relax your hands. Let's see, we got 2 more for this series. So let's bring hands to your pubic bone, one on top of the other. We're just gonna draw the energy up the center of the body, up the throat, kind of lock it at the mouth, and then we're gonna stretch the arms overhead and around. So 2 more times. Zipping up our energy. So coming up the center line, up the throat, locking at the lips, stretching, reaching overhead. One more time. Hands drawing up the center, up the throat, and around. And let's bring one hand to the belly button. One finger, I use middle fingers here, and one middle finger to the third eye. Allowing the front and the back bodies to connect. Expanding the auric field. And grounding our bodies, grounding our energies. All right, release your hands. And let's just shift our weight from one foot to the other. So maybe you feel like you're bringing your feet up through sticky taffy as you add a little bit of an isometric as you bring one foot up and lower it down. All right, we're gonna make it a little bit harder. So same thing, you're just gonna lift up one knee and balance on one side. So your hands can go wherever you want. If it's helpful to keep them out, or you can keep them on your waist, or just keep them on your thighs. And then we'll lower that foot down, pulling up the sticky tacky with the other foot, and pausing here. And if you have to keep your toes on the ground, that's a good little step. You can't quite, I guess you can almost see my toes in the video. That's a good little in between, and then you can practice just lifting up just a couple inches and then lowering your toes again. Otherwise, you can keep your leg up. All right, let's do the other side. So lower that, pause in the middle, take a breath in and out. Shift all your weight to the other side and lift that foot, bending that knee. And again, if you need to keep your toes on the ground, that's a good little practice. You got to work your way up the ladder to keep improving your balance. All right, and then let's lower that down, pause and breathe in the middle. And let's do one more time on each side. So let's move back and forth first. So what we were doing at the beginning. So left to right. So this seems to be easier, maybe just because we're used to walking and shifting our weight all day. And then see if you can just shift over to one side and pause there. And again, keeping your toes on the ground is always an option. Or hold, yeah, you can either hold the back of your chair is another option. And then lower down, take a breath in the middle, and switch and pause and do the other side. Do you want to try that? And then let's lower back down to the ground. Hands to your hips, and just coming back to center, taking a nice deep breath in. And exhaling, sighing out the mouth. 2 more times, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Last time. All right, and then release the hands. And let's see if there's anything else we want to do. Standing. I think we want to add a little lunge today. So we're going to do a warrior 1 lunge. So I have my left foot forward, and there's about 2 or 3 feet in between my heel and my back toes. So my back toes are about at a 45-degree angle. Let me angle the camera just a little bit better. Hopefully it won't flip over. Yeah, I can do it here. All right. And then my hips, they might first be out to the side, but you actually want, you can bring your hands to the inside of your hips and you want to face them forward. So you're facing your front knee, and then you're going to bend your front knee so it's over the front ankle. So I'm lining up my shoulders and my hips over the front knee. Wow. That knee. Yeah, so now you're this. Yeah, there you go. All right. So just bending into this front knee a little bit, and then the back leg is straight. So really press in to the back heel. And you can either keep your hands to your waist or hands to your sides. And coming back to that opening of the front chest we did at the beginning of class, really opening your shoulders and opening your chest here. All right, if you're good here, or if you want to stay, arms here. Otherwise, inhale, lift your arms straight overhead, still facing towards that front knee. 2 more breaths. And then lower the hands down to your sides, back to your waist, and take a step forward. And let's do the other side. So I've got my left foot back, the leg is straight, my front right knee is bent directly over my ankle, and I'm lining up my hips so they're facing that front knee, and then my back toes just kind of come into that 45-degree angle. So aligning my torso so it's nice and upright, and then you can bring your hands to your sides. Press into that back foot, nice and straight. Straight leg. Opening the upper chest. Feeling the little string coming up the top of your head. And then let's inhale, arms straight overhead. Breathing in and out 3 times. And then we'll lower the hands back to the hips. Lean your weight forward to take a step forward. Pausing in mountain pose, hands forward. Feet are lined up underneath your hip bones. And taking 3 more breaths here. So feeling like all your muscles are engaged. Mountain pose is known as an active pose. So you're not just kind of hanging out here, but your arms are straight, your legs are straight. Very active. So feeling all that tension, all the muscles getting stronger. And then you can wiggle it all out. All right, let's come back to our chairs. And bring your hands to your thighs, heel toeing your feet up and down, heels up, toes up. And then lower the heels, the feet are flat to the floor. All right, let's rub our hands, creating a little bit of heat. And we're going to place the hands over the eyes, over the forehead, thumbs to the temples, relaxing here. And we'll bring the fingertips over to the temples. Pausing, breathing, maybe 3 times in and out. Tucking your Hands behind your ears, down your neck, and we'll hold the tops of the shoulders with both of the hands. Breathing, pausing, in and out 3 times. Pulling forward with the hands, bringing both hands over the heart space. Pausing, breathing 3 times here. And then bringing the hands down the belly, down the hips, and down to your thighs. All right, let's close with a little face chakra exercise. So we're gonna rub our hands together again. And you're gonna bring your fingers together. It's a little bit different. So we're gonna bring our thumbs to the cheekbones and the fingertips to the space between the eyebrows. So taking 2 breaths here. And then moving the thumbs only to come down to the indent in the chin. 2 breaths here. And then bringing palms together, we're just going to lower the hands a little bit. And then slowly, very slowly, lifting your hands. Back up a little bit so you can see me. Lifting your hands up to the ceiling. And then you're going to open your palms and keep your wrists so they're matching. And your hands are just cupped a little bit. So you're being very receptive here. Being open to receiving whatever information and energies from above. And then slowly bringing the palms, all the fingertips together, and slowly bringing your hands down the center line. Pausing the hands at the heart, taking a nice deep breath in and out through the nose. And then pressing palm on top of hand on your heart. Grounding all of that wonderful energy into your heart space, into your heart chakra. And then lowering your hands down to your belly, we'll bring the hands down to the thighs and shift into our closing meditation. So I'm going to dim the lights a little bit. And I'm just going to mute this for a few minutes too while we are in. So everybody get nice and comfortable. Maybe you close your eyes, maybe you rest your eyes to the floor. Resting your hands, resting your feet, and resting your shoulders. And for the next 5 minutes, just allowing your breathing to come into its natural rhythm. Allowing all the movements to integrate into your body. So bringing your awareness back to your breathing. Back to your feet planted on the floor. Back to your hands resting in your lap. And back to your shoulders, gently resting down your back. Notice if you feel any pulses. Maybe you notice the strength of your heart beating. Maybe you're feeling tingling or bubbly energy all over. And just noticing what you're experiencing. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes if they're closed. Bring your hands back together at your heart space. If you set an intention at the beginning of class, maybe coming back to it now and notice how it feels. And breathing 3 times into your hands, into your hearts. Thank you all for joining me today in a wonderful class. I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Namaste.
Thank you.